Legend of Total War here with part 4 of my Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion Let's Play campaign as the Eastern Roman Empire. Right, so previously, we've got some good progress over here. We've eliminated the Sassanid Empire, they're gone, which will certainly free up a lot of my armies as soon as they can fix these regions up, and then they can join us in the west, where we are actually having a little bit of difficulty. With Vandals and slight difficulty with the Western Roman Empire, although I'd say that my armies are more powerful than theirs. It's just a case of they're not in the same location. And nor am I going to, stop besieging this to go and hunt that guy down. Let him try and take that settlement. I'll take 2 by the time they take one of mine. I'll out-conquer them. Another thing is that a very strange occurrence happened, is that a rebel army besieged Alexandria. Now that is very rare for one thing, for rebels to besiege a settlement in the first place. Now, I'm not really concerned by this. It's unfortunate that they have spawned in a region with a very, very rich city, despite it being there's actually not much corruption at all. Now, there really isn't anything we could have done to protect against this, and any sort of protection methods that we could have done would not have been a cost-effective means. Power, to me, is measured up by the size of your armies and the measure of the state of your economy. And your economy is very simple to judge. It's how much do you spend and how much do you make. If you spend more than you make, your economy is not in a good way. If you're spending all of your excess money on building up your economy, that's a strong economy. Now, soldiers that do nothing and just sit inside settlements are not a good way to build up your economy, because they don't increase trade or anything like that. All they do is maintain public order, and in huge settlements, it doesn't make any difference. If you get it to 80%, what does it matter? What's the difference between 80 and 100? Nothing, really. You just need to keep them content. Now, if we were to leave behind, let's just say, if there was 4 units of Limitani in Alexandria, so 4 times that amount, it's a little bit more than, say, 600. Okay? Not that much in the grand scheme of things for a settlement that certainly makes more than that. Now, if that was the case, let's just say, hypothetically, we put 4 units of Limitani in there. For one thing, not entirely confident they would beat them, although the walls would certainly beat them back, because Limitani are, of course, shit. But let's just say it deterred the rebels from besieging the settlement. Great, don't have to worry about it. However, let's just hypothetically say that what happens then when a rebel army spawns at Petra? Well, then we've got 4 units of Limitani there as well. We've got 4 units of Limitani in every settlement. No rebel army can besiege us. Right. Now, what's the cost of doing that? So, 600 expenses times by 29. Let's just round that up to 30 to make it easier. It's roughly 18,000. 18,000 in expenses to prevent yourself from small armies from besieging your settlements. Now, that is a cost that we cannot bear. The income that we're making at the moment, the way to tell how much you're making per turn in profit is you look at your current income, and then you look at what your projected treasury is going to be. It's roughly 6,000. So I would much rather spend that 6,000 on building my settlements up, or raise a standing army that can basically go and crush them after they've gone and done their little raid. I think that's a much better way to make money, or to build your empire up. I do get people from time to time, send me messages saying, how come you never leave garrisons in your settlement? Well, because it's not cost effective to leave units that you're paying to do nothing, essentially. Well, they're defending the settlement. Not really. They're not effective at doing so. Not unless you leave really expensive units behind, and what's the point of even having the settlement? It just costs you too much. Anyway, let's get on with this. I mean, you end up having these these endless arguments with people. It's just like, if they don't understand, I can't make them understand. Okay, Roxolani here. I'm going to stand on this here. What are they doing now? I thought they were over here. Yeah. The thing is, sometimes, and it can be very frustrating, because I don't like to be criticized, especially criticized for things that I feel like I'm doing right. It's just like, I don't think it's a good idea to leave expensive garrisons, and people will often say, oh, he doesn't leave garrisons. Well, why do you think I make so much money? Why is my economy in every single Total War game always pristine? Because I'm frugal. It's not about being stingy, it's about just knowing where you should be spending your money, as opposed to probably where you don't need to be spending your money. Don't need to take that guy out. He shouldn't besiege Arasakia. It like I said, it was bizarre that they attacked that in the first place. Alright. I don't feel like I need to raise any more standing armies. I need to improve my economy so that I can then raise another standing army. So, increasing public order here would be a good idea, although it's probably going to go backwards, so I'm best off keeping it under control. Sidon, yeah, we need public order here so we can reduce those monthly games to save us 400 in cost. Jerusalem's always going to be a bit of a problem. There's not much here we can do to improve public order. I don't have the funds for that. Reducing corruption will certainly help. And we're out of money. Hang on, yeah, that's pointless in Kydonia, but whatever. 400 is not much. And let's move on to the next turn. So they're making their way down south. Oh, did they actually fail? Alright. I don't think I can win this, but I'll fight it manually just to do as much damage to them as possible. At least we've got stone walls here. We can count on them to do a bit of damage to them. I mean, people will, like I said, in terms of that, like, in terms of the settlements being besieged, it's just, it really isn't worth leaving garrisons. You know, I left a small garrison here. Funny thing is, you know, that is 4 units of things. This makes the settlement, these units here makes the settlement not actually producing enough income to pay for itself. But anyway, we'll just wait for them to come here. I'm sure somebody will say, why not defend the walls? Can't defend the walls against that.
The enemy towers have reached the wall. The enemy are at the walls with ladders. Now Roman bravery must be proved anew.
So here's the thing, they'll capture this gate here, but then they'll come down this way and they won't capture these. And we can allow them to shoot them. That's why I don't bother defending the walls. If you defend the walls and they end up capturing these fucking towers, and the towers end up doing more damage than these guys. These guys don't do any damage at all. All they're good for is, they're actually good for nothing, to be honest.
Look to the inner defenses. The walls have fallen to the enemy.
So we have so far killed 16% of them without having fought them. Now, no matter which way they go, because they didn't prioritize capturing the gate, well, these guys will capture one of them. They're going to take a few casualties getting over to me. But our goal needs to be to fight them where we have the advantage. We have the advantage in terms of morale. We have unlimited morale. If these guys here don't break, they can actually do some damage. On the wall, they'll still break, like, almost instantly. It's on very hard difficulty. They just don't last long. When it comes to Rome Total War and Medieval 2, morale is the most important stat for infantry. A unit that breaks easily is absolutely worthless to me. Gee, that did a lot of damage. Now, does this army here have a general? Oh God, I think it's just run by a captain. So what do we get to? 34% of them already dead. And by the time they get here, they're going to be tired. So the plan here is to let them engage with our Limitani, and then use the cavalry to hit them in the flank. This is the only place inside the city where the cavalry are actually going to operate okay. Okay, they're going to come from over here. Draw them down this way. This is our battlefield, essentially. It's the only place where we're going to be able to outmaneuver them. Oh, they're going to end up shooting my fucking troops there. But still, the fact they sent their general in, first to die, that is definitely good for me.
It is time attack!
And the fact that these guys are exhausted, that certainly helps. Okay, scratch me saying we're not going to win this. We're going to win it. They've totally fucked this up. Okay, let's go take out those archers. Okay, charge into their rear, and you've got this. Good, now the balance of power is even. And if the balance of power is even, and we've still got our general, and that doesn't even matter because unlimited morale here. They've lost their general and they're tired. They're not going to win. Like I said, this doesn't always take into account morale situations. Cavalry's easy enough. Don't charge them down, no need for that right now. Let these guys soak up the javelins here. You get over here. You into there. There we go.
The enemy show their true virtue.
Well, what do you know? We can win.
Only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Right, I'm sure we've killed like 90% of them at the very least. Yeah, 2 men remaining. We're good.
Ready to sail. Attack!
Thing about pirates is they sort of fall under the same category as rebels. You get rid of one, another one will pop up pretty much the next turn, but
Ready to sail.
oh well, I can afford to retrain my navy. So the Vandals are arriving over here. I don't know how they managed to actually defeat the Roxolani. We can start making our way back over here soon. These guys over here will need retraining. Where are they going? They might be heading over to Sirmium as well. Now, I wouldn't be able to defeat all of them at once. More cavalry would be helpful, I think. Good, now that we've got a Circus Maximus, I can finally start getting my best cavalry. So we were tossing up between the Equites Clibanarii and the Equites Cataphractarii. It takes 3 turns to recruit. These take 2 turns. I'm going for... See, they have good attack, but I don't really need that for cavalry. I need them to have good, strong charges. That's good, strong charge. See, it's just so well armored, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Clibanarii. But they are very expensive. I have to do it one at a time. Good, they haven't made any siege equipment yet. We've still got time to get down there. I mean, we're not going to be able to get there in time. They'll starve us out before we get there. Alright. So that should help with public order a bit. He'll have to stay there for a little while. Can't do anything about that. So how is our financial situation? Good, looks like making quite a bit of money. Alright, time to capture Syracuse here. This can actually be auto-resolved because they've only got a general's bodyguard in there, which they don't perform well in auto-resolve when they're by themselves. Oh, well, I was wrong there. Fuck me. Truth be told, I probably would have taken that many casualties if I had sent in the Limitani, but I did lose... Which units? Yeah, a lot of archers. Well, they can probably be recovered anyway from here. Nope, there is no barracks here at Syracuse, so that's okay. We still gain quite a price here. All right, we need to destroy the Temple of Mithras, obviously. I'm sure public order here will be fine. No, it's fully pagan. Well, we got to get rid of it. Okay, it's at 60%. Alright, so what we need to do is just lower the amount of squalor. 70% will keep it under control. Plus, once I've built the arena, that'll allow us to put games on in there.
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain. Ready to sail.
Can't retrain the percent. They'll have to stay there for a little while.
If Paracord.
70% is actually stable, and with Christianity taking over, should be fine. Actually, I might just put one more in there. Luckily, they're cheap. So how many settlements do we own now? 30. So we only need 4 more settlements and Rome. Well, we're pretty close to Rome now anyway. These guys here, me standing here is not going to do anything. What should we do with them? I mean, I can make my way back here. I just need to wait for them to pass. Here's the thing, if I was to attack them, they would just become a horde as well. I think we've got enough hordes going on. Let's make our way back now. I mostly just stood there to see what was going on, and also just to prevent the Roxolani from coming down this way. Oh, I've been hiring too many peasants here. Oh, I should be disbanding. Oh, hang on. Oh, they'll never catch up. Disband them, it's fine. Don't need them. Oh, same problem again. Oh well, the Limitani are way more expensive. I just should have disbanded them first. It's good. Zoroastrianism's going away. Yeah, we need this. Get rid of that corruption and all the other shit. Now, it doesn't really make sense for me to send everyone up north. There's not a whole lot to conquer. I'm going to instead send you out this way. And I'm going to recall the fleet. After it's been retrained. To come and pick them up and take them to Campus Roxolani. Which is a rebel settlement now. They abandoned it. Alright, what else to build here? So Constantinople making a lot of money through trade. It would be a good idea if we could expand that. It's only 200. How much would this get us? Even more. Alright, good. And that's it. I think that's a cheaper building, right? Significantly cheaper. I need more cash. Okay, so you need to be making your way. I was going to send him over to just see if we can take a Berber settlement, see if it's undefended. Let's see. Yeah, go with the Academy because they can reduce corruption. It's also kind of funny when people in like vanilla Rome Total War go, how come you never build academies? Don't they provide law? People get confused about which bonuses are what in each game.
Yes, master.
That'll be a settlement at least worth fighting manually because it's got stone walls there. Even though I don't think we'd win, we'd do a lot of damage to them. If we wear them out, we'll eventually be able to justify fighting Mountain. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's basically 5 full stacks. And the loss of that city, what does it matter? Not a whole lot. Okay, well, the public order here is alright. But now we sort of have to wait for Christianity to at least become 50% before we move out. And unfortunately, there's nothing else here we can recruit apart from peasants. But I'm not taking them with me. What I'll hire is more ships to help escort us. And siege equipment still 8 turns. We might actually make it there in time if I hurry. Don't worry about those rebels, just go around them. Okay, over here. Okay, well, it's good to see that Christianity is... It's not the majority. Oh, these guys here are pagan, aren't they? Let's see, if I was to take... Let me just see here. This guy here is pagan, pagan, Christian. If I took them out... So I think that guy there was pagan. Yeah. So next turn it's going to go up by 20%. So let's make sure we've got monthly games in there ready to account for it. Then next turn we'll destroy this. And hopefully that'll maintain public order. Build that, we need the law. Okay, same situation over here, you know, getting rid of Zoroastrianism. It's a time-consuming thing, but it's getting... Oh my god, they've already done it. Jesus Christ, it's already done. Can we leave, though? No, we can't leave just yet. Let me see, can we retrain those? I can retrain the Limitanii here. I should do that. Because that'll help lower the population. And then it's going to need some peasants there to lower it further. Actually, I want one of you to come over to here. Build a watchtower. So that these rebels might sit there. Where that territory there doesn't really matter. This guy here is pagan. Take him out. Actually, this region here didn't have any problems with paganism. It's very heavily Christianized now. Well, good, let's move on. Well, he was old anyway. I don't know where the city is. Trabasolani, I can just assume it's in the same place it was in Vanilla. There's no roads to follow either. So yeah, you're not going that way, you're going over this way. Did I... I forgot to retrain them. Doesn't matter. See, this is what I'm saying. Pirates just come back up. People wonder why I don't take out the pirates. They just keep coming back. Alright, so can we leave now? Okay, yeah, we can leave.
Sir! Forward! No more moves, sir.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of conversion to Christianity in this turn as well. We need to destroy this now. Good. Keeps it fixed. It's pretty much going to be to here next turn. And then they all might be able to leave. We've just about eradicated Zoroastrianism. So I think these guys here just want to starve us out. Okay, what I'll do is I'll take them to Jerusalem, and they'll need to get a boat from Jerusalem because it'll be a lot faster. We've got to get there within that 8 turns, or 7 turns now. You can really fuck off. Okay, we've got to get out of here. I can't be sitting here all day, but there's still too much paganism. We have to wait. Okay, let's start training some troops over here. Because I think I'll just go and attack those Berbers. I don't give a shit. Alright, so Colonia Dacia. Well, that's going to be a pain for our nice, clean, tidy army to go up against and still walk out clean and tidy. It's just not going to happen. But we need to retake this. It's a minor city. I need to get it back. I don't need that. Okay, let's see here. If I build these roads, yeah, it's not a lot, but better than nothing. Probably because this guy here is blocking trade. There's actually 2 of them blocking trade. So I know it's not that big of a deal. Because here's the thing: you go and defeat them, and they just come back. All right, moving on. So yeah, no chance of victory here. Well, very low chance. No, there's no chance of victory. But let's hurt them as much as we can. If they intend to occupy the settlement, well then we'll just take it back off them, because they'll lose a lot of their horde units. If they sack it, let's just make sure they walk out of this with a few scars. Same strategy as before. Stay in here. That way when they come here they're relatively exhausted and shot by towers. I think it's always good to let them actually come to the gate, because then the way the boiling oil does some damage.
The enemy have the ladders are at the walls, but Romans are not afraid to fight in the streets. The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Excuse me. Good, so they didn't capture this one. Good for me. So how much damage have we done to them so far? 9%. So that's 9% of 2 armies dead. Just from the towers. Why defend the towers when the towers can still do that much damage when not defending it? They're here. Oh wait, no, they're shooting me from the back. Those guys archers up there. Oh, whatever the case is, just move up here until they're out of range. No, I don't need that. I don't need guard mode. Ideally, it would be good to take out a lot of their family members, because killing their armies isn't going to, or killing their troops isn't going to end the factions. Killing all their generals would. Not, even if we killed all of them in this battle, it wouldn't be enough, though. There's still more generals out there. 15% of them. Would you stop fucking shooting me? That's my tactic, shooting over walls like that. What I'm really hoping for is that if we can get a bit of a mass rout to go, even if we don't win this, if we could just like run down a couple of thousand of their troops, that'd be good. Now, funny thing is, if they occupy the settlement, I don't think they'd be able to hold it. Because I don't think these guys are Christian. Or maybe they are, I don't know. Wait, the Vandals were Aryan Christian, weren't they? Okay, the mercenary Sarmatian archers, they want to be the first in here. So the cavalry go deal with them. As soon as they get in here. There's no charge, but still, they're kicking their ass. Sort of. Well, maybe not so much. I mean, these are good units, and the Equities Auxilia, not fantastic.
Dead because of his foolishness. His men will lose heart.
Damn it. Losing this many men early on is not good. I really didn't these guys must have a lot of experience. Oh, I can't. They haven't even got their full army, full unit here. That's why we can't actually see it. Probably why they're not breaking as well. Three experience. Still, they managed to basically take out 2 units of my cavalry just on their own. That's not good at all. It's going to give us less impact on the charges. Oh, god damn it. Here comes enemy warlord. It's going to be very hard to break their units with their general nearby, and don't expect these guys here to be able to do any real damage, because they're shit. The towers did more damage to them than my troops. 30% of them dead just because of the towers. Charging in the wrong direction there. The pathfinding's not very good inside settlements. I've said that 100 times, but what can you do? Good, at least we took out their general.
The enemy general is dead. His men know
I don't think these guys are going to break. They've just got too much morale. And we're outnumbered by too much. Yep. This isn't enough.
Roman honor is in.
Still, with 35% of them, how many remaining? So they lost 700, they lost about 600. That's not too bad. So, I don't know. Whether they occupy or sack it really doesn't matter to me. See, they were going to go attack us anyway, so let's have a look. So they plundered the city. And I just go retake it off them. I kind of need to get over there and stop them.
Sir! March! Out of move, sir. General!
Alright, let's take on Dacia.
Today is a good day.
Alright, try to get our archers to kill as many of them as possible first. We don't want to get too close. Good, a lot of their Gothic warriors dying. That's good for me. Just get a little bit closer. Hang on. If they're going to shoot, yeah, get a little bit closer. Because we don't want them firing back at us. We outrange them.
Our soldiers are at the gates. Now they must batter a way through. Our soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken through the gate. Show no mercy. The enemy walls are down. Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath the ruins.
Alright, now what? 27%. Well, if they're still sending more guys over here, that's what we want. We want to thin them out. Because otherwise we just end up taking loads of casualties. We don't want that. I'm pretty sure I can replace all of these units here. I'm not too sure about the competencies. Right, you get up over here. And you get up here.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
The Mittani just suck. Already shaken. Oh well. Try and get the general over there. Okay, good, you broke him. Well done. Okay, so here come their archers. My cavalry will be best to deal with them. So Goth Raiders. Yeah, I reckon we can do with the rest with just the cavalry. I reckon all the buildings are going to be damaged, but... Wait, hang on, we know the Vandals are pagan. Because when they were in here last, they were influencing us via paganism. So they're not Christian. Yeah. I know all the buildings are... Oh, look at that. Absolutely destroyed, but that's okay, we can just repair them. I mean, it's expensive, but this is why we've been focusing on our economy. Probably best you don't die here. God damn it, they're stuck. The fucking pathfinding in Rome Total War can be really frustrating. So just back off a little bit. Get back, get back, get back. Thought I had it just by powering through them, but nope. Can't afford for him to die. If he dies, we lose. Because these guys will not stand and fight. It seems like this warlord here is going to be able to beat any number of equities I throw at him. Get back, get back, get back. Get the cavalry back. They're not doing a very good job. Come on, General, get yourself out of there. Behind the infantry. You come over here as well. Okay, seems like the Limitani are actually doing a better job than the cavalry. Shouldn't matter, they should all be able to be retrained here. I hope so.
The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom
Oh,
approaches.
you motherfucking cowards. Alright, well, luckily their general's dead now. Hopefully our cavalry can finally push through them. There we go. Alright, what's left? Just a handful of men. Alright, just send the cavalry to get sorted out now. Oh, you fucking cowards. What's wrong with this general? He must only have like one command star. Oh, they're exhausted. Alright, they'll have to do this on your own then. That's what I'll say. Morale is the most important trait. Probably didn't go that well, but as long as none of our units are actually destroyed, then it's... Oh, fuck me, sideways. Might as well just occupy it. There's hardly any people here. That's a bit of a problem. Don't know how we're going to retrain our units. Man, they really fucked up this settlement. At least the public order's under control. Oh, so now the Roxolani want to have a go at us. They're what's it called? They're like, fuck dealing with them. They want to come and deal with me. Alright, we've got no population here either. I might need to hire some mercenaries. And just... It's easier to do this. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hire, like, expensive mercenaries to disband them over here. Okay, I've got some peasants here. This will help us retrain the units in Dacia. So, let's see. I'm going to send him down into Anatolia so that he can go and clear off the riffraff in there. Can't pay him any of that shit. And also build some watchtowers so we can see what's going on. Now, I don't think you need to stay here any longer. I want you to go up north this way. Yeah, they're not really disturbing me, it's just peasants, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, well, money-wise, just about out. How are they going over here? Still no siege equipment, and about 6 turns. I think we'll make it back there in time. Okay, since we're here, why don't we... I can't get them in there. Well, I'm not hiring the Matani, because they're shit. Okay, in Syracuse, still got to stay here probably another turn. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything else I can do. Except for there's Campus Alani. All right, good. Got to be careful though because we don't have a general here, so they're not going to have high morale. So we have to be just careful. All right, moving on. So it looks like they want to have a crack at us. I need to desperately try and retrain as many of my units as I can. But I don't have enough. Hang on, I might have enough if these guys here make it in. Retrain the cavalry first. Instead of retraining the Limitani, I'll recruit a Legio Lanciarii, or however it's fucking pronounced, and just merge one of these. Because they're much better. But this settlement here is not going to be easy to defend it. But then again, it's a full stack army up against them. I might be able to beat them out in the field. Depends on how much cavalry they have. I do like to have cavalry superiority. Maybe bringing these guys in to help might be a good idea. Alright, I'm going to take you over here. You're going to sit here in garrison so these guys can come over here and help us win this battle. Because they're coming here to try and kill us. I'll need to send these guys over here as assistance. Don't worry about the infantry. Okay, I think we can leave this settlement now. Public order seems to be good. Let's get going. Okay, now, I guess just land here. I can't remember where the goddamn settlements are. I think there's one here. And then we pretty much go straight to Rome. Alright, let's take this settlement. You know what's funny? In series where I like skip all the general speeches, people go like, "Why do you skip the general speeches? I wanted to listen to that." And then in the Scipii campaign where I listened to all the speeches, people are like, "Oh, I don't need to hear that every single fucking time." You can't ever make people happy. So if you can't make them happy, maybe it's better to make them angry because that's easy to do. Well, you know. Makes some people angry. Some people have a lot of chill. They don't get angry. I'm not one of them. So what do we got over here? Allen horse archers. Probably better off we shoot the runaway slave spearmen, because our infantry can handle the handle them. Where are they going to hide? They can't skirmish us properly here.
We must batter our way through. The enemy gate is down.
That being said, they just got shot to crap.
Triumphs once more. The walls are down. Order your men on to victory.
So another thing that people sometimes complain about, because you know, like I said, I don't respond to comments, but I do address comments, I suppose, in videos. I think that's the best way to do it. People have said, you know, why do I always do things on triple game speed? Well, two reasons. Battles at one-time speed are just a little bit too slow for me. I know some people like a cinematic experience. Not me, I don't give a fuck. Another thing is it helps to improve my reflexes, which always constantly need sharpening. And the other reason is, the faster I do the battles, the sooner I get the campaigns done. It's better for business that way. And truth be told, I think most people who watch my channel don't give a fuck that much about battles. They want to see the campaign stuff. Oh, thanks for not doing as you're told. I think they're gonna get slaughtered here. Hi guys, that is. Okay, what am I gonna do? Comitatenses are they're okay. They don't have much better morale, to be honest. And we're doing some damage. The problem here is the warlord. I need to bring in more of these guys. And bringing the archers up here isn't necessarily a good idea, because they just chase us. They're actually holding out surprisingly well. I thought they would have broken by now. No, come on, I give you an order. Get back, get back. Don't you dare die on me. If you die, no one will stand and fight. Okay, I wasn't expecting much out of the herdsman, but the problem here is the warlord. I just don't have enough strong units to take him on. Get in there and swarm him. And get him distraught by the number of enemies. That tends to work well. Even sending horse archers into the fight. Truth be told though, the Allen horse archers aren't too bad in melee. Okay, now we've got him cut off. But he doesn't want to break.
Great gods be praised. The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a whole.
Okay, there's only a handful of men left in there to send in the Limitani. Oh, right. Also, not having a general here. How are we going to maintain public order? We're going to have to enslave them. And tell me there's... Oh, god damn it. Too many neighbouring regions. Okay, so basically, from what I can see here, we can't hold on to this region. It's just not going to work. However, what we can do is we can destroy this and convert it to a Christian region. It didn't do anything, though. Oh, I got characters in region. And at the very least, with it being a Christian region, we'll move... Like, there's no holding this region. Don't even bother trying to hope for it. I will hide the peasants, though. And instead, let's get over here and capture this region, turn that Christian, and that'll help the conversion of this one. Also, now that this is Christian, it'll help to convert this one. I don't know. It's a difficult situation. I really needed that faction leader over there. Maybe I should bring these guys over here, because all these guys here are Christian. Yeah, I'm going to need them up there. Could you just piss off?
Can't do it, sir. Onward. Out of move, sir.
No, I don't want to actually beat him. Fuck it.
Engage the enemy.
No, I have to fight him manually. They can end up doing a lot of damage in auto-resolve. Last thing I want to do is auto-resolve and lose half of my cavalry to peasants. Anyway, my horse archers here will rip him to shreds. I won't even take any casualties. Doesn't matter how experienced they are. Experience can't block an arrow. You need a shield for that. Now, again, the problem with this is that having defeated these guys, it'll then cause a rebel army to spawn somewhere else. Now, this one was manageable, but the problem is that these guys were in my way.
Victory! Imperator.
So, this guy here is also in my way.
Prepare for battle. Victory! Move out.
So what I'll do here next turn, I'll attack him again. That way he'll be standing over here where he's no threat to me, and then actually, I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't look impassable. Yeah, okay.
Orders. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Orders.
Time to get in the boats. You need to get over here to deal with this problem. I don't know where the other guys are now. The what are they called? The Vandals.
Prepare for battle.
This shouldn't be too difficult.
The afterlife will have many.
Right, it's all melee cav. Well, if you want to call fucking camels cav.
Reinforcements have arrived, but are they in time to take part in the battle?
What I want to do is go charging straight for their desert cavalry and try and kill their general. Nope, those cavalry do not want to engage us. That's okay, because he's not actually a general, all we need to do is actually get him off the battlefield. Because we'll be able to get 85% kills off these guys that have run. Don't rely on the camels though. This is good. You can't get out of there in time. You got pincered.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Okay, did we get to 85%? Yes, we did. Good. So they're wiped out at very little cost to us. The public order here is shit. Too much squalor already. Looks like we're gonna need games. I don't want any more. It's not gonna provide any public order. And now we take the fight to the enemy. Okay, if they're gonna head down here, I'll recruit some troops down there if I can. Otherwise, like Lepsis Nagda is not that important. Actually, no, don't do it that way. Like I said, don't build on the road. All I can do is hire some more peasants. That's about it. I'm not gonna be able to do anything about that. I don't want to come down here chasing him. It's not an important settlement. Let him fucking have it. I'm gonna go take the important settlements away. Never keep them on a single boat at sea, because pirates will just come over there and sink it. I have hired a lot of mercenaries, and I've been trying to improve my economy, so just leave that be for now. Alright, that's all the military movements, so let's build some stuff. Tiny amount of corruption here. Be good to get rid of it. And there goes all of our money. Right, moving on. So yeah, there is nothing we can do to prevent this settlement from revolting. Absolutely nothing. Short of actually making it the capital, but it's not worth it. I mean, we've turned it into a Christian settlement. We just need to improve the influence factors. So, actually, I want you to go back there and get into the settlement afterwards, so you can reopen it. I want you to die. Actually, go somewhere and die. These guys moving in here. This will actually provide it with some Christian influence. Good. So by the time I come back here and retake it, it should be pretty much all Christian. Just build stuff that's only going to take one turn to build, because you're only going to get that one turn. It would be best if we don't repair the walls, because that way we can assault it hopefully without a siege. So they're here. Now, what do we need? Yeah, well, Legio Lancario would probably be best. If they besiege the settlement, I'll go out and fight them, but I need to make sure that my guys are ready for it. Everyone's ready within striking distance on these guys. We could wipe out their faction. Possibly. If we kill off all their generals. It's okay to leave these guys on the boat, because who's going to fucking kill them? I don't think I need them out here. I'm gonna send them up this way, because if I can capture this and turn it Christian, again, that will help this convert it to Christianity as well, and just neighboring regions. Conquering the north up here, very difficult, converting it, especially low population settlements or low grade settlements like towns. I think this guy here is blocking trade. Alright, Tarentum doesn't look very well defended. Now, for a stone-walled settlement, don't use artillery, in my opinion. Best to use the siege towers. The AI is very dumb at dealing with that. Good. Coming over here and exterminating them is going to give us a lot of money, which I'll, reinvest. Also, this is a good region for us to take. It'll make us a lot of money in the long run. And how are we going over here?
Orders. Joining the fleet, sir. Set sail.
Probably actually would have been just as fast going by foot, but oh well. So we get there with we'll get there with 3 turns to spare. They haven't made their siege equipment. We prevent the settlement from being taken. I predicted that we wouldn't get there in time, but nope. We're all good. I mean, it's tying up my resources in that. Here's the thing, if I had left the garrison in there, they would have still just starved us out. And what would have been the point? You don't get extra turns on the starvation because of more garrison. Would have made no difference at all. Alright, let's get ready for this. Hopefully the Vandals don't come up and annoy us as well. If we have a look at the Vandals, hopefully they're at war with the Western Roman Empire. Yep, good. Because if they go and annoy them, it's fine by me. Alright, moving on. Alright, so it doesn't look like these guys want to engage us. So we need to take the initiative and do it ourselves. Huh, it didn't actually revolt. Thought it would revolt on the second go, but it didn't. So we've got 75% garrison bonus, still 0% public order. The paganism and distance to capital, it's all fucked. And there's nothing else here that I can build it in a single turn. Guess try to do that.
Sir! Move out! Move depleted, sir! Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain!
So this here, I think it's a minor city. They just haven't built any walls around it. Alright, and like I said, I want to take these guys out. So what would be the best way to do it? If we could hit this guy, it would only affect them. Can't do any night battles, can we? No. Attacking any one of these 3 would bring in the entire lot of them.
Imperator! Sir!
So what religion are they? So they look like they're pagans.
Imperator!
I can't bring them in to help. A lot of horse archers. Well, we've got some archers of our own. Plus I can hire some mercenaries. Let's do this. Got to get rid of them one way or another. Leave behind him because I don't think he's going to be any use to us. Instead hire some horse archers of our own. Well, some more horse archers, I mean.
Imperator! Sir! Orders! Leaving the army! Onward! Sir!
You come over here as reinforcements.
Sir! Attack!
So, bounce power's evenly matched. Okay, it's not as many horse archers as I thought. It's just that that's all we saw. Okay, because the only things that are making me concerned are their horse archers. The actual infantry, they're going to be shit. Alright, let's take them on. If we can wipe out this horde, we'll never see him again. In my Western Roman Empire campaign, I'm pretty sure the Roxolani were one of the last, well actually the last faction I killed.
Grasp the spear! Sharpen the sword's edge! This is
Alright, so. Try and take the high ground. Not expecting any reinforcements at first. Only once our guys start to withdraw. Or get wiped out. We've got a very professional army here. It's probably my most professional army. Send these guys to go harass them to begin with.
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to save themselves.
Okay, let's use the red line to our advantage. I'm not corner camping, but if we can protect one of our flanks with it, that would be good because we are outnumbered here. I've just got better units, that's all. And we have the high ground. So yeah, while they're getting themselves organized, let's go and harass them. once these guys have run out of ammunition as well, we could tell them to withdraw so that the other reinforcements can come in. Of course, they're coming in from the opposite side of the map, but that's okay. Right, let's get into loose formation, because they might have our horse archer superiority. But we've got the high ground. If we're in loose formation, it should make all the difference. Good, that's one load of cavalry gone. They haven't done anything to us yet. This high ground is very favourable for me. I think it's important we try to wipe out their horsemen. Not necessarily their infantry. Their infantry aren't going to be a threat to us. Trees can actually block shots in this. If you're playing, Shogun 2 for example, and the enemy goes into a forest, your missile damage is essentially halved. Maybe more. So far we're doing well. 1% to 5%. There was them up here. Actually, I should have... Actually, there's still time. Let's get over there. Make use of this high ground. What do we got over here? Step Horde Spearmen. Yeah, that'll be easy. Quick, you run down. Wait, they're not really a huge threat. Don't worry about them that much. Okay, actually, you guys, for the time being, save your javelins for the infantry. Not right now. Okay, you guys fall back to here. Looks like they're going to come at us in waves. They should really regroup all of their troops together before they climb up this hill. But I'm not going to complain. Just giving them some friendly advice before I kill them. Also, there's another army that we need to take on after this as well. Even if we wipe all these guys out, there's still one more. Best we just get rid of the Roxolani. It's good that the Sarmatians managed to thin them out for us. But we'll finish them off from here. Right, time to start using your javelins. Chosen warriors. Shit, get over here. What the fuck are they doing? Surely they're not actually withdrawing. Okay, I reckon if we charge into their rear, we might be able to make some of them break. Oh, didn't send him it. Good, that's it, make him break. You gotta hoard up with the cavalry. That's how to make it work effectively. Okay. Get back up there. Even though we're on the attack, they're the ones that are climbing up the hill. Come on, get up. Because we'll never catch their horse archers, they won't engage us. Instead, let's bring our horse archers back over here. We've got the high ground, let's make use of it. Okay, now they've got all their troops organised together, however, we now have a numerical advantage. At least with the bounce power, 40% of them are dead. Gotta love that. What the fuck are they doing? Are they leaving again? No, they're just pulling back. Their infantry, as far as I'm concerned, aren't worth anything. It's only the cavalry that concern me. These guys are basically just in the way, that's all. Don't suppose you could shoot that warlord? Shooting him can be an effective way of getting rid of him. Yeah, you want to get rid of like high value units that aren't well armored. That's what you want the archers for. Get back, get back. Oh, I don't know why you didn't press the attack there. I was too slow on moving back. Fine by me. Oh, they got us this time, I think. Maybe not. Or maybe yes. You chicken shit cowards.
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with
Don't let him get away. Get him.
now he flees the field like a coward.
My light cavalry should be faster than him because he's a little bit winded. Come on, there he is. There. You gotta kill him.
The
Right, good.
gods be praised. The enemy general is dead. His men know their doom.
That's just one of the enemy generals. There's still a lot left. Okay, they're coming at us at an awkward angle. I need to adjust myself and face them properly. What, are they going back down the hill again? Well, fine, I'll just keep shooting them then. I don't think they're withdrawing, not based on that balance of power. But who knows, maybe they are. Alright, let's get the cavalry. Charge into them. Yeah, they might actually be leaving.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Yes, they are. They're going. Okay, so that's fine. This is actually a good time for them to run for me, because we used up most of our ammo. We've barely taken any casualties. We'll We'll hunt them down and kill them another day. Actually, I'm not too sure if sending them in is going to be a good idea. Just back off. These up the majority of their ammo. It's good. Don't think we'll catch them in time. But still, taking out those Steppe Horde chosen warriors, it's better than having to fight them next time.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
And now these guys over here. Take them out now so we don't have to fight them next time. Not that they're a huge concern, but they're exhausted right now. It's not going to cost us anything. Might as well. Good. So let's have a look here. Now I know that the other two armies can't possibly have been wiped out, even if we got 85%, which I don't think we're going to. Because we didn't kill their generals, but still. One of them should be wiped out.
The enemy army is in flight! Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield!
One last unit over here. Don't let a single one of them escape. 85%. Good. So, of that, there's only at most 15% of them remaining from 2 or 3 armies. I don't know if we killed off. Oh shit! I actually lost some men on that. I shouldn't have chased them down, or I should have turned these guys off fire at will. But oh well. Shot my own damn units. So one of their armies. No, I didn't get rid of any of them. Didn't even need these guys. Okay, so now let's kill him. Right, yeah, let's do this. So by my count, there are 4 generals of theirs left in total. Now this time they can't run away. Also, next turn they can't move. The other ones that have run. No running away for them. They have to stand and fight now. Well, provided I can catch up to them. They ran away quite a fair distance. Not much of a terrain advantage for me this time. Just relying on the fact that I've got long-range archers and they don't. To get rid of their horse archers, that is. Okay. When they do this, send a unit of cavalry out there to make him run away. Or just to get him to stop doing that fucking Cantabrian circle. If they want to waste 1 unit at a time at us, fine by me. Alright. Lure them over here because my archers will do a lot more damage than my horse archers. Okay, they're getting shot to absolute shit. Good, not that many of their horse archers remain. Now we can actually start shooting their infantry flank. They're doing exactly what I would want them to do. Basically, allow me time to skirmish them properly. Over here. Well, there's a warlord. I thought that was horse archers, but that's good that we've killed that many of them. They haven't even engaged with us yet. But we're running low on ammunition now. They have no skirmish capabilities, and yet they're essentially using skirmish tactics. So I'll just keep using up all my ammo. Why not? If they want to keep being defensive, being passive like this, it's free kills. Okay, archers are out of ammo. Oh shit, wasn't paying attention up here. Oh, damn it, we didn't kill him. I hope he comes back. I don't think he will. No, he's not coming back. Alright. Start moving the front line up. They make it hard to kill their goddamn generals when they're cowards. Problem is I can't just send my cavalry in to go chase them because they're so much better than my guys. I want to make sure I at least get this other guy. So I need to make sure we envelop him. Oh shit. Oh no, it's okay. This is their faction leader as well. Okay, I'm just going to send the Legio Lencarii in, because they can be retrained close by, and I don't think the Comitatenses can. So send them in. Okay, here they come. Don't you run away, you fucking coward, but if we can catch him, that'd be good. He's right there. Oh, come on. Don't let him get away. Come on, get ahead of him. It looks like my guys are faster. Okay, they should be doing attacks on him now. There we go. That's what we want to see. Good. That brings them down to just 3 family members left. And unfortunately, this army isn't wiped out either. Because... yeah, because they, one of their other generals got away. But oh well. But we still have these guys here. What a perfect opportunity. Alright, let's do it. So, main thing to go for here is the faction heir. Don't worry about anything else. Just bull rush the motherfucker. So we're at an hour and a half, but this won't take long.
Before night comes again, this battle will be over.
Okay, I can always just send them back to Constantinople for retraining. If I take some damage. Like I said, don't let that guy get away. And the problem here is catching this piece of shit.
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Actually, if we want to wipe them out entirely, we need to make sure we take them out as well. I don't know if that's actually going to wipe it out, but we don't need to chase it down. If we just want to wipe out the faction, you know, what does it matter about that one? Okay, and then there's... So he's now the faction heir. How the hell did he get 50 men? We took him down to like 12. And then if we kill him, then there'll only be one left. Unless they'll probably adopt a new candidate, but... Well, we're working on it. You guys actually come around the flank this time and nail these guys. The charge. Also, don't forget, these guys have a bonus attack versus armor. Don't let him get out. Good. Good. This whole war with the Roxolani has barely cost us anything. We should be able to catch up with this guy next turn, but I'm not sure if we're gonna... Because if we attack him, he'll withdraw. Well, whatever. We'll figure that out next time. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 5 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.